20 old games that humiliate today's AAA releases. Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, 2005. Imagine you're not just playing a video game, but you're stepping into the shoes of a real, top-secret agent. You're Sam Fisher, and you're not just some action hero, you're a master of stealth, a ghost in the shadows. Your missions? They're not just about shooting bad guys. They're about gathering crucial information, disabling dangerous devices, and completing objectives without anyone even knowing you were there. Not just running and gunning, this game makes you think. You've got to use every tool at your disposal. You're using shadows like a cloak, sticking to the darkness, and moving silently to avoid detection. You're listening to the environment, hearing the footsteps of guards, and using that information to plan your next move. It's like being a ninja, but with high-tech gadgets and a mission that could change the world. The level design is brilliant. Each mission is like a puzzle, with multiple ways to reach your objective. You can sneak through vents, climb pipes, and use gadgets to distract or disable enemies. You're constantly thinking, planning, and adapting to the situation. It's like playing a game of chess, but every move has to be made in real time, and one wrong step can blow your cover. The story is more than just a backdrop, it's a gripping thriller. You're not just going through the motions, you're invested in the characters and the plot. You're uncovering conspiracies, dealing with double agents, and making tough choices that have real consequences. Even though it came out a while back, Splinter Cell Chaos Theory still feels fresh and exciting. The graphics, while dated, still create a believable and immersive world. The gameplay is timeless, focusing on smart, strategic gameplay rather than flashy visuals. It's a testament to the game's design that it still holds up against modern stealth games. It's like finding a classic book that's still relevant and engaging even after all these years. It's a masterclass in stealth gameplay, and it's a game that every fan of the genre should experience. Driver San Francisco, 2011. So you're playing as John Tanner, a cop, and he gets into a really bad car accident. But instead of, being out of the game, he gets this super weird power. He can shift into other people's bodies, especially when they're driving. It's like he can jump from car to car like a ghost and take over. Imagine you're driving along chasing a bad guy, right? And suddenly you can jump into the driver's seat of any car on the road. You can hop into a big truck to block the bad guy's path, or switch to a super fast sports car to zoom past him and cut him off. It's like having a cheat code for driving, but it's part of the game. The city of San Francisco is your playground. It's huge, and there's a ton of stuff to do. You can race against other cars, do crazy stunts, and take on all sorts of missions. It's like a giant sandbox, but instead of sand, it's roads and cars.
I enjoy it now, Jericho, because in the real world...
The story gets pretty wild too, because you're jumping between bodies. It gets a bit dreamlike. It's not your typical cop story. It's got this weird, almost surreal vibe. It's like you're in a really cool, kind of trippy car chase movie. Even though it's an older game, Driver San Francisco is still a blast. The shifting thing makes it totally different from any other driving game. It's like being a superhero who can control cars, and it's super fun to mess around with. You can cause all sorts of chaos, set up crazy car crashes, and just generally have a good time. It's a game that lets you live out your wildest car chase fantasies, and it's still a unique experience today. Vanquish, 2010. Okay, in Vanquish, you're Sam Gideon, and you're not just a soldier, you're a whirlwind of motion, a human rocket equipped with this cutting-edge suit that bends the rules of combat. You're thrown into this massive space colony, a place crawling with robotic enemies. Think of it like a giant futuristic playground, but instead of swings and slides, there are laser beams and explosions. You're not just walking around, you're zooming across the battlefield, sliding on your knees like you're on ice, closing the gap between you and the robots in a blink. Your weapons are like toys from the future, each one packing a serious punch. You've got shotguns that blast robots apart, machine guns that spit out a hail of bullets, and even rocket launchers that send robots flying. And then there's your Rs mode. It's like having a superpower that lets you slow down time. Imagine everything around you slowing down, like in those slow motion scenes in movies, while you're still moving at normal speed. You can dodge bullets, line up perfect shots, and make split-second decisions that save your life. It's like being a superhero with super fast reflexes. This game is all about non-stop action. There's never a dull moment. You're constantly moving, shooting, dodging, and doing crazy stunts. It's like being on a roller coaster that never stops, but you're in control of the speed and the direction. You're flipping through the air, sliding under lasers, and kicking robots in the face. It's a wild ride from start to finish. Even though it came out a while ago, Vanquish still looks amazing and plays super smoothly. It's like watching a really cool anime, but you get to control the action. The graphics are sharp, the explosions are huge, and the robots are really detailed. It's a feast for the eyes. Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne 2003. You're in a city where the sun never seems to shine, it's always night, and rain is constantly falling. You're Max Payne, a guy who's seen a lot of rough stuff, and you're trying to untangle a really complicated mystery. You'll be moving through these dark, rainy streets, and you'll run into all sorts of trouble. Bad guys are everywhere, and you'll have to deal with them. Luckily, you've got this special ability called Bullet Time. It's like having a superpower that lets you slow down everything around you for a few seconds. This gives you time to react, dodge bullets, and aim your shots really precisely. It's like having super quick reflexes, but you're also making everything else move slower. The story is like a big puzzle that you're trying to piece together. You'll meet different people, some friendly, some not so much, and you'll have to figure out who to trust. There are a lot of surprises and twists along the way, and you'll be constantly trying to figure out what's really going on. It's like reading a mystery novel, but you're the one making the choices and solving the clues. Even though it's an older game, it still has a very cool, dark style. It's got a gritty, realistic feel, like you're walking through a real city at night. The shadows and the rain create a very specific mood, and it's part of what makes the game so memorable. It's fun to play because you get to use your special ability, explore the city, and try to solve the mystery. It's a game that keeps you thinking and engaged. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, 2004. Imagine you're a special agent, dropped deep into a dense, sprawling jungle. This isn't just a level, it's a living, breathing environment where you have to rely on your wits and skills to survive. You're not just fighting soldiers, you're also battling the jungle itself. You'll need to hunt for food, learning to identify edible plants and animals to keep your energy up. You'll have to treat your own injuries, from minor cuts to more serious wounds, using field medicine. Think of it like a survival simulation where you have to manage your resources and stay healthy. Stealth is your primary tool. You'll use camouflage to blend in with your surroundings, changing your outfit to match the terrain. You'll crawl through dense foliage, use shadows to your advantage, and listen carefully for enemy patrols. You'll even need to consider the sounds you make, as enemies can hear you if you're not careful. It's like a constant game of cat and mouse, where you have to be patient and observant. The story is a complex spy thriller with lots of twists and turns. You'll meet a diverse cast of characters, each with their own motivations and secrets. You'll have to make difficult choices that will impact the outcome of the mission, and you'll uncover a conspiracy that reaches the highest levels of power. It's like being in a spy movie, but you're making the decisions and shaping the story. The jungle itself is a character in the game. It's a vast, dynamic environment that changes with the weather and time of day. You'll have to adapt to these changes, using your knowledge of the jungle to your advantage. It's a game that challenges you to think strategically and use your skills to survive. You're not just playing a game, you're experiencing a thrilling adventure in a wild, untamed environment.
By your own hand.
The Darkness, 2007. You're Jackie Estacado, and on your 21st birthday, things get complicated. You inherit this ancient, powerful force called the Darkness. It's not just a little power-up, it's a living, breathing entity that gives you these incredible but also terrifying abilities. Imagine being able to summon these dark, writhing tentacles out of thin air. You can use them to grab enemies, throw them around, or even impale them on sharp objects. It's pretty intense. You can also summon these little creatures called Darklings. They're like your own personal army of mischievous, shadowy gremlins. They'll swarm your enemies, bite them, and cause all sorts of chaos. But it's not all fun and games. The Darkness has a mind of its own, and it's constantly whispering in your ear, trying to influence your actions. It's like having a devil on your shoulder, constantly tempting you to do bad things. The story is really dark and gritty. It's about Jackie's struggle to control the darkness and deal with the consequences of his actions. He's caught in a war between his family and a rival crime boss, and the darkness only makes things more complicated. You'll be making tough choices and you'll have to live with the consequences. There's also this cool element of exploring New York City. You can walk around, talk to people, and even watch TV. It's like a little slice of life in the middle of all the chaos. It makes the world feel more real and lived in. The Darkness is a really unique game because it blends intense action with a dark, emotional story. It's not just about shooting bad guys, it's about dealing with the consequences of power and the struggle between good and evil. It's a game that will stick with you long after you've finished playing. Dead Space 2008. You're Isaac, a guy who fixes spaceships, and you get a call to go check out this huge ship, the Ishimura. But when you get there, it's not a simple fix-up job. It's a total mess. The ship is super quiet, which is never a good sign. Then, you start seeing these creepy monsters, the necromorphs. They're like twisted, messed up people, and they're really dangerous. You're not a soldier, so you don't have a big gun. You have tools, like a plasma cutter, and you have to use them to fight. You can't just shoot the monsters. You have to cut off their arms and legs. It's like you're taking them apart piece by piece to stop them. The ship itself is like a big scary house. It's dark and the lights are always flickering. You hear weird noises and you always feel like something is watching you. You'll go through different parts of the ship like the hospital and the engine room, and each place has its own scary things. You find messages and videos from the people who are on the ship and they tell you what happened. It's like you're solving a mystery, but it's a really scary mystery. You find out that something really bad happened and it's what turned everyone into monsters. Dead Space is a really scary game. It's not just about monsters jumping out at you, it's about the feeling that something bad is going to happen. It's like being in a haunted house in space and you have to figure out how to survive. It's a game that will make you jump, and it's a lot of fun if you like being scared. Batman Arkham City 2011. You're Batman, and you're dropped into this huge walled-off part of Gotham City. It's basically a giant prison, but all the craziest villains are running the show. Think of it like a wild, chaotic playground, but instead of swings and slides, there are thugs, riddles, and supervillains. You're not just walking around, you're gliding from rooftop to rooftop, swinging with your grappling hook and using your cape to swoop down on enemies. It's like you're a ninja, but with a bat suit. You'll be fighting groups of bad guys, and you've got all sorts of cool moves and gadgets to help you out. You'll run into all the famous bad guys from the Batman comics. The Joker, Harley Quinn, Two-Face, the Riddler, they're all there, and they're all causing trouble. Each one has their own crazy plan, and you have to stop them before they make things even worse. It's like dealing with a bunch of super-powered troublemakers, and you're the only one who can stop them.
Never heard of it.
You've also got all sorts of cool gadgets to play with. You can throw batarangs, use your detective vision to find clues, and even hack into computers. It's like you're a super smart detective with a bunch of high-tech toys. You'll be solving puzzles, finding hidden secrets, and using your gadgets to get past obstacles. The city itself is like a big puzzle. There are hidden areas, secret passages, and tons of things to discover. You can explore every corner of the city, and you'll always find something new. It's like a giant sandbox, but you're Batman, and you're saving the day. Batman Arkham City is a really fun game because it makes you feel like you're actually Batman. You get to use all his cool gadgets, fight his famous villains, and explore a huge city. It's like living out your own Batman adventure, and it's a blast. BioShock 2007. Let's dive deeper into BioShock. Imagine you're suddenly in an underwater city called Rapture. It's not just any city, it's a place that was supposed to be a paradise, built by a guy who wanted to create a perfect world, but things didn't go as planned. Rapture is like a big, beautiful, but also broken playground. The buildings are grand and impressive, but they're also falling apart, and the city is filled with people who have gone a little nuts. They've discovered these special powers called plasmids, which let them do all sorts of amazing things, like control fire and electricity. But using these powers has changed them, made them aggressive and unpredictable. You're exploring Rapture, trying to figure out what happened and how to survive. You'll find audio recordings and messages left behind by the people who used to live there, and they'll tell you the story of how the city fell apart. It's like piecing together a puzzle, but the puzzle is a really creepy story. You'll also find plasmids that you can use, and you'll have to decide how to use them. Do you use them for good, or do you use them to become more powerful? It's like having to make tough choices in a really strange world. The city itself is like a character in the game. It's dark, mysterious, and full of secrets. You'll explore different areas like the medical pavilion and the amusement park, and each place has its own unique atmosphere and challenges. BioShock is a game that makes you think. It's not just about shooting bad guys, it's about exploring a fascinating world and making choices that have consequences. It's like going on a really interesting adventure, but it's also a bit scary and thought-provoking. Deus Ex Human Revolution 2011. You're Adam Jensen, and you live in a future where people can get robot parts to make themselves stronger or smarter. Think of it like getting super cool upgrades for your body. After something bad happens, you get a bunch of these upgrades yourself. Now you can do things that normal people can't. You can punch through walls, sneak around without being seen, and even mess with computers to get information. It's like having a bunch of awesome superpowers. You'll be going to different cities, talking to people, and trying to figure out what's going on. It's like solving a big puzzle. There's a mystery, and you get to decide how you want to solve it. You can sneak past guards, fight them head on, or even try to talk your way out of trouble. It's your choice.
Death in Texas. Confucius. What?
The game gives you a lot of options. You can be a sneaky spy, a tough fighter, or a smooth talker. It's like playing a game where you get to decide how you want to play. You can explore different places, find hidden secrets, and learn more about the world around you. The story is interesting too. It's about how these robot upgrades are changing the world, and there are different groups of people who have different opinions about them. You'll have to decide who you agree with and what you think is right. Deus Ex Human Revolution is a really fun game because it lets you play how you want. You get to use cool powers, explore interesting places, and make choices that affect the story. It's like being a super-powered detective in a high-tech world, and you get to decide how to solve the case. Uncharted 2, 2009. Nathan Drake is on the hunt for a lost city hidden high in the mountains. This isn't just a simple treasure hunt, it's a race against time and against some dangerous people who also want to find it. You'll be scaling sheer cliffs, exploring ancient temples that are falling apart, and constantly dodging bullets. You'll need to use your quick reflexes and your problem-solving skills to get past obstacles and outsmart your enemies. It's about being resourceful and thinking on your feet. The game takes you to some truly breathtaking locations. You'll go from snowy mountain peaks to lush hidden valleys, and each place is incredibly detailed. The action is fast and intense. You'll be leaping across chasms, swinging from ropes, and engaging in thrilling gunfights. Think of it like being an explorer on a really wild trip. You'll be scaling steep cliffs, exploring ancient temples that are crumbling with age, and you'll constantly run into people who are also after the treasure, and they're not friendly. You'll have to use your wits and your reflexes to get past them, whether it's by sneaking around or getting into some intense shootouts. The places you'll visit are incredibly detailed. You'll go from snowy mountain peaks to lush jungles, and each location feels alive. It's like taking a virtual vacation to some of the most beautiful and dangerous places on Earth. The action is fast-paced and exciting. You'll be jumping between moving vehicles, climbing precarious ledges, and using cover to outsmart your enemies. It's all about quick thinking and staying one step ahead. The story unfolds like an adventure novel. You'll meet a diverse cast of characters, some helpful, some treacherous, and you'll have to figure out who to trust. You'll uncover clues, solve puzzles, and piece together the mystery of the lost city. It's like being part of an interactive adventure movie where you're the one making the decisions and driving the action. The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion, 2006. You're dropped into a vast magical land called Cyrodiil. It's not just a map, it's a living, breathing world with dense forests, towering mountains, and bustling cities. You get to create your own character so you can be anyone you want, a noble warrior, a cunning rogue, or a powerful mage. You're not just playing a character, you're creating your own story. This world is huge, and there's so much to do. You can explore ancient ruins filled with traps and treasures, visit lively towns with shops and taverns, and even venture into these dangerous realms called Oblivion, where demons and monsters roam. You can wander off the main quest and find hidden caves, forgotten dungeons, and secret quests. It's like having a giant playground to explore. The magic system is really cool. You can learn all sorts of spells, from casting fireballs and lightning bolts to healing yourself and turning invisible. You can even create your own custom spells, combining different effects to create unique abilities. The story is epic and engaging. You'll be caught in a conflict between the forces of good and evil, and your choices will shape the fate of the world. You'll meet a diverse cast of characters, some friendly, some hostile, and you'll have to decide who to trust. You'll join guilds, complete quests, and uncover secrets that will change the course of history. Oblivion is a game that gives you a lot of freedom. You can choose your own path, explore a vast, magical world, and create your own legend. It's like stepping into a fantasy novel and getting to live the adventure.
Soldiers of Citadel.
The Witcher 2: Assassins of Kings, 2011. So, you're Geralt, right? A Witcher. Think of him like a monster hunting badass, not just some dude with a sword, but a guy with skills, magic, and a whole lot of experience. This game throws you into a world that's seriously messed up. Kings are dropping like flies, and nobody knows who's pulling the strings. You're trying to figure it all out, and trust me, it's not easy. You'll be wandering through towns that feel real, forests that are dark and creepy, and meeting all sorts of folks. Some you'll like, some you won't. Now fighting monsters, that's where things get interesting. You're not just button mashing, you've got swords, sure, but you also have magical signs and potions to give you an edge. It's like you're a monster fighting chemist, mixing up brews to make yourself stronger or faster. And get this, your choices matter, like really matter. You'll be making tough calls, and those calls change the whole story. It's not just press X to win. You're shaping the world around you, and there are different ways the game can end. It's like you're writing your own adventure as you go. You won't just be talking to people though, you'll also be fighting monsters. These aren't just your average monsters, they're creatures with special abilities, and you'll need to use your Witcher skills to defeat them. You'll use your swords, your magic, and even potions and traps to help you out. It's like being a monster hunting detective. The Witcher 2 is a game that really draws you in with its story and its characters. You'll feel like you're part of a big adventure, and you'll have to use your wits and your skills to survive. It's a game where your choices have real consequences, and it's a lot of fun to play. Honestly, Witcher 2, it's a game that sucks you in. You'll get lost in the story, the characters, and the world, and when you make a big decision, you'll feel it. It's a wild ride, and you're the one holding the reins. Half-Life 2, 2004. So, picture this. You're Gordon Freeman, a scientist who suddenly wakes up in a world that's totally changed. Aliens called the Combine have taken over, and things are pretty messed up. You find yourself in City 17, which is basically a giant controlled zone, and it's your job to figure out what's going on and how to fix it. This game isn't just about running around shooting things. You'll be exploring a city that feels real, even though it's under alien control. You'll meet all sorts of people, some friendly, some not so much, and you'll have to work with them to survive. You'll solve puzzles, sneak around, and yeah, you'll definitely be fighting some weird alien creatures. One of the coolest things about Half-Life 2 is the gravity gun. It lets you pick up and throw almost anything, which is super fun. You can use it to solve puzzles, defend yourself, or just mess around. It's like having a superpower that lets you control the world around you. The story is really well done. It's not just a simple aliens are bad plot. There are layers to it, and you'll learn more about the Combine and their plans as you go. You'll also learn about the Resistance, the people fighting back against the aliens, and you'll become a part of their struggle. Half-Life 2 is a game that really pulls you in. It's got a great mix of action, puzzles, and story, and it's a game that a lot of people still love playing because it was so innovative for its time. It's like being in a sci-fi adventure where you get to decide how to proceed. Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, 2003. You're the prince, and you stumble upon this ancient dagger that gives you the power to control time. It's not just a little rewind button, it's like having a remote control for reality. Think about it, you can rewind time if you mess up a jump, or slow it down to dodge a swinging blade. It's like having a second chance, or even a third or fourth. You'll be running along walls, leaping across huge gaps, and swinging from poles. It's like you're a super acrobatic ninja, and the whole palace is your playground. But it's not just about showing off your moves, you'll also be fighting these creatures made of sand. They're like living sandstorms, and you'll have to use your sword and your time powers to defeat them. It's a mix of fast-paced action and clever puzzle solving. The story is a big part of what makes this game special. You're exploring this magnificent palace, but you've accidentally unleashed a curse that's turning everyone into sand monsters. You'll have to work with a princess named F.E.A.R to fix the mess you made. It's like a classic adventure story with a twist of time travel. The palace itself is like a character in the game. It's full of traps, puzzles, and hidden passages. You'll have to use your wits and your time powers to navigate through it. It's like exploring a magical maze, and every room has a new challenge. Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time is a game that really lets you feel like you're in a magical adventure. It's a mix of action, puzzle solving, and storytelling, and it's a game that's still fun to play today. Crysis, 2007. You're dropped onto this stunning tropical island, but it's not a vacation. You're a soldier in a nanosuit, which is basically a super-powered suit of armor. Think of it like a high-tech second skin that lets you do things regular soldiers can only dream of. The island itself is a huge open playground. You're not stuck in small rooms or hallways. You can explore beaches, jungles, and even mountains. It's like a big sandbox, but instead of building sandcastles, you're fighting aliens and human soldiers. Your nanosuit is the real star. It's got 4 main modes: armor, strength, speed, and cloak. Armor mode makes you nearly invincible, like a walking tank. Strength mode lets you punch through walls and throw heavy objects like they're toys. Speed mode makes you run like a superhero, and cloak mode turns you invisible, perfect for sneaking around. You'll be facing a mix of enemies. There are human soldiers who are trying to stop you, and then there are the Thief, the alien invaders. They're tough and they have their own advanced technology. You'll need to use all your nanosuit abilities and weapons to survive. The game isn't just about shooting. You can choose how you want to approach each situation. Want to sneak past everyone and complete your mission without being seen? Use cloak mode. Want to go in guns blazing and destroy everything in your path? Use strength and armor modes. It's all up to you. The graphics are amazing even now, the island looks beautiful, and the explosions and effects are really impressive, but I mean, of course it is. It's can you run Crysis after all. Crysis is a game that gives you a lot of freedom. You can use your nanosuit powers and weapons to tackle challenges in your own way. It's like being a superhero on a tropical island, and you get to decide how to save the day. F.E.A.R. 2005. You're part of a special forces team sent into a city building where something's gone seriously wrong. It's not just a regular mission, it's like walking into a nightmare. From the start, you get this weird feeling the place is off, with strange noises and shadows moving in ways they shouldn't. And then, you start seeing her, Alma, a little girl but not a normal one. She appears and disappears, and she's definitely not a friendly face. It's like a ghost story mixed with a military operation. You'll be fighting your way through the building, but it's not just about shooting bad guys. You're also dealing with these unsettling, creepy moments. It's like your mind is playing tricks on you and you're never quite sure what's real. One of the coolest things about F.E.A.R. is the slow motion action. You can hit a button and time slows down, giving you a chance to dodge bullets and line up your shots. It's like you're in a super cool action sequence and you're the one controlling it. The game isn't just about jump scares. It builds a sense of dread and unease that sticks with you. It's like a psychological thriller where the enemy isn't just the soldiers you're fighting, but also the unsettling feeling that something's watching you. It's a mix of intense action and spooky moments, and it keeps you on the edge of your seat. Hitman Blood Money, 2006. So, you're Agent 47, right? Think of him like a super professional who's really good at his job. He's not just some musclehead. He's smart, he's patient, and he knows how to blend in. This game isn't about rushing in and causing chaos, though you can do that. It's about being clever. Here's the thing that makes it awesome, even compared to newer games. It's all about freedom. They give you a target, and then they're like, alright, figure it out. You can sneak around, put on a disguise, maybe even make it look like an accident, or if you're feeling wild, you can go in guns blazing. It's like a big puzzle, and you get to decide how to solve it. Think about it, nowadays a lot of games tell you exactly what to do. Go here, shoot this, do that. But Blood Money, it trusts you to be smart. You're not just following instructions, you're making your own plans, and when you pull off a perfect hit, it feels so satisfying. The levels are also really cool. You're not just running around in boring rooms, you're going to fancy parties, big mansions, even a New Orleans Mardi Gras parade. Each location is like its own little world with its own secrets and opportunities you can explore, eavesdrop on conversations, and find clues to help you complete your mission. And yeah, the graphics might look a little dated now, but the gameplay is still top notch. It's considered one of the best Hitman games because it gives you so much freedom and lets you be creative. Plus, the game has this cool reputation system. If you leave a lot of witnesses or make a mess, your reputation goes down and it gets harder to complete your missions. It adds another layer of challenge and makes you think about your actions. S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Shadow of Chernobyl, 2007. You're dropped into the zone, which is like a messed up version of the area around Chernobyl. It's a place where things have gone seriously wrong, but also a place that's strangely fascinating. You're a stalker, basically someone who goes into the zone looking for valuable stuff. It's dangerous work, like being a treasure hunter in a really scary place. You'll be exploring abandoned buildings, creepy forests, and even underground labs. It's like walking through a ghost town, but with monsters and radiation. Speaking of monsters, the zone is full of them. Mutated dogs, giant pigs, and even invisible creatures. It's like a weird, messed up zoo. But it's not just about fighting monsters, you'll also encounter these strange anomalies, like pockets of energy that can hurt you or give you special abilities. It's like the laws of physics are broken and you have to figure out how to survive. This game isn't just a shooter. You have to manage your resources like food, medicine, and ammo. You have to deal with radiation, which can make you sick and weak. And you have to make choices that affect the story and how the world around you changes. It's like a survival simulator mixed with an adventure game. The zone is a really atmospheric place. It's dark, creepy, and full of secrets. You'll hear strange noises, see weird things, and always have the feeling that something is watching you. S.T.A.L.K.E.R. is a really unique game because it blends shooting, survival, and horror in a way that feels really immersive. It's like exploring a dangerous but also strangely beautiful place where anything can happen. The Resistance 3, 2011. Imagine you're living in a world turned upside down. The Chimera, these freaky alien creatures, have taken over, and you're Joseph Capelli, a regular guy trying to keep his family safe in the middle of this nightmare. The combat in Resistance 3 feels raw and desperate. You're often outnumbered and ammo is scarce. You have to be smart, using cover and switching between weapons that feel heavy and powerful. Picture this, you're holding a classic 50s shotgun, and then you grab a Chimera weapon that fires these wild, glowing projectiles. It's a real mix of old school grit and alien tech, and it feels like you're fighting a war on two fronts. The atmosphere is heavy and oppressive. You're traveling across a ruined America, and every place you go feels like it's been through hell. You'll see bombed out cities where buildings are just skeletons, and then you'll enter these overgrown forests where the Chimera have made their nests. It's dark, it's creepy, and you're always on edge. It's like you're walking through a bad dream and you never know what's around the next corner. Playing Resistance 3, you feel a mix of fear and determination. You're scared for your family, but you're also driven to fight back. It's not just about saving the world, it's about protecting the people you love. You meet other survivors along the way, and you'll feel this sense of camaraderie, like you're all in this together. The story pulls you in, and you'll find yourself caring about Capelli and his struggle. It's a game that makes you feel like you're part of a desperate but ultimately hopeful journey. Brothers in Arms, Hell's Highway, 2008. Let's get you in the boots of Sergeant Matt Baker. You're not just some lone soldier, you're leading a squad of guys during a really tough part of World War II, Operation Market Garden. This isn't just about shooting, it's about making smart choices that keep you and your squad alive. Imagine you're in the middle of the Netherlands, and everything's a mess. Towns are wrecked, fields are battlegrounds, and you're trying to push forward. It's not like other shooters where you can just run and gun. You have to think like a leader. You'll tell your squad where to go, how to flank the enemy, and when to lay down cover fire. It's like being a coach in a really intense game, but the stakes are way high. The game tries to show you what war was really like. It's not all glory and heroism. You'll see see the fear and the sadness in your squad's faces. You'll hear the screams and the explosions, and you'll feel the weight of every decision you make. It's like watching a war movie, but you're right in the middle of it making the calls. You'll be going through different environments, from small towns to open fields, and you'll have to adapt to each situation. You'll use different tactics like flanking maneuvers and suppressing fire to outsmart the enemy. It's like playing a game of chess but with bullets and bombs. Brothers in Arms Hell's Highway is a game that makes you think about the realities of war. It's not just about action, it's about leadership, strategy, and the emotional toll of combat. It's like stepping into a historical drama where you're the one making the tough choices. Devil May Cry 3, 2005. You're Dante, and he's not your average dude. He's got demon blood, which means he's super strong and super cool. This game is all about doing awesome stuff and looking good while doing it. You're not just hitting buttons, you're making Dante do these crazy moves. He's got swords, guns, and even demon powers. You can make him swing his sword around like a whirlwind, shoot his guns like he's in a western, and use his demon powers to do even wilder stuff. It's like a dance, but instead of music, it's the sound of swords clashing and bullets flying. The story is kind of like a family drama, but with demons. Dante's got a twin brother, Virgil, and they don't get along. Virgil wants to get his hands on some serious power, and Dante's gotta stop him. You'll be climbing this giant tower, fighting all sorts of monsters and bosses. Each boss fight is like its own little action scene, with lots of cool cutscenes and intense battles. The game lets you play how you want. You can pick different fighting styles, like being a fast-moving sword fighter or a long-range gun user. You can also mix and match different weapons and abilities to make your own cool combos. It's like having a bunch of toys, and you get to decide how to play with them. Devil May Cry 3 is a game that makes you feel like a total hero. It's got fast action, cool moves, and a fun story. It's like being in a really awesome action flick, and you're the one in charge.
Nice parking job.